Hello, and welcome to NBE News. I'm Ben.
I'm Nick.
And we are your hosts today, September 28th, 1905. As you all know, our ecosystem is very fragile, and we need to do whatever we can to protect it in every way that we can. There have been plenty of new discoveries recently, such as geothermal energy, that could help us do so.
We have all heard about the recent discoveries of geothermal energy, but many people still have big questions regarding what is geothermal energy. We are with Piero Gennori-Conti, who found out about this energy source 1 year ago. We would love to talk to him about his discovery and its uses in the future.
Hello, Mr. Conti. It's a pleasure to have you on our show.
So, Mr. Conti, can you explain to us how geothermal energy works?
Currently, people around the globe are using fossil fuels, which is damaging our environment. I discovered this type of energy by observing geysers in Yellowstone National Park, and I think about how that heat is created. Last year, I announced my discovery, and since then, I have shared my discovery as I feel like it could change the future of energy. Geothermal energy works by using existing energy in the ground and transferring that energy to heat homes or power appliances.
Awesome. So how about we move over to the explanation?
Geothermal energy systems use the natural warmth of the Earth to heat and cool your home. Nearly half of the solar energy that reaches the Earth remains stored in the ground at a constant temperature of about 50 degrees. With geothermal technology, there are two basic ways to capture and use this heat, with open-loop and closed-loop geothermal systems. Open-loop piping systems are used in rural areas with a well. In other locations, closed-loop systems are most common. They use a piping loop installed underground or in a pond, depending on the size of the property. Each closed-loop piping system can be placed horizontally, vertically, or with a directional bore to absorb the Earth's heat and move it into your home. During the winter, a geothermal energy system delivers heat from the Earth to a furnace. The heat is compressed to a higher temperature and moved through the home by forced air or radiant floor heating. During the summer, the process reverses. The geothermal energy system removes the heat from the home and deposits it into the cooler Earth. The result is a cool, dehumidified home.
What are some advantages or disadvantages of geothermal energy?
Some advantages are that this system is quiet, dependent, safe, and much more. It requires little maintenance and has few moving parts. Also, you eventually will be saving money if you install one of these systems, as you will not have to pay for bills for heating and cooling, although you need to pay upfront of the equipment. This energy is clean and sustainable.
There's also some disadvantages, right?
Correct. Some disadvantages of geothermal energy is that this energy could be limited. There is only so much energy in certain areas in the ground, so it would be very difficult to produce a large amount of energy.
So, Mr. Conti, what do you think about the future of geothermal energy?
In the future, this system will be used to help limit the destruction of a planet from greenhouse gases. In 2019, this will be used in homes to create electricity and used in agriculture injury. For example, it is currently being used on farms to pasteurize milk. The impact on the environment of this type of system is much better for the environment than traditional use of fossil fuels. Beyond 2018, this type of energy could be used for much more than just heating homes.
Mr. Conti, how can we compare this type of energy to other energy sources, such as fossil fuels or hydroelectric power?
It pollutes less, if at all, than other sources of energy such as fossil fuels. This system of transferring energy is very natural. Geothermal energy is unlimited when used in small amounts, unlike fossil fuels which run out as they are being used.
How will geothermal energy help our environment more than hurting it, like using fossil fuels?
Our impact towards the environment will be much more friendly. Geothermal energy could help stop some of the major problems, including global warming, deforestation, climate change.
Thank you so much for helping us out today, Mr. Conti. Hopefully our listeners have learned a lot about this energy source and will consider buying some products that can help them use this type of energy in their own lives or even in their houses. Thank you, and see you next time on NBE News.